Will this make these easier to peel? Let's find out. Hey, Chef Dez coming at you from my kitchen again, corporate chef of BC Egg. Hey, we're gonna do some myth busting today. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not, but we'll find out. This is my first time doing it, so a little disclaimer. I've never done this before, I've never tested this theory before, but I have heard that if you put baking soda in with the water when you're boiling eggs, hard boiling them, it's gonna make them easier to peel. So apparently, a half teaspoon of baking soda in 4 cups of water will raise the pH level and help to loosen the membrane on the inside of the shell. This is not completely scientific. I'm gonna do as best as I can in my home kitchen, but I thought I'd do it 4 different ways, okay? So we're gonna test this theory with the baking soda and without, but we'll also test it with eggs that are at the best before date and with eggs that are 30 days away from the best before date. Because I always tell people that when you use an older egg, more air gets through that porous shell in time and it makes it easier to peel, okay? So I want to, put this baking soda theory to the test with both scenarios. So in the end, before I start peeling them, I'm gonna have 4 batches. 1 with baking soda with the eggs at best before date, 1 without baking soda with the eggs at best before date. 1 with baking soda with eggs 30 days away from their best before date, so fairly new, and then 1 without baking soda with these same eggs. And we'll really put that theory to the test best we can in our home kitchen here. I am kind of curious to see how this is going to play out and whether this really makes a difference or not. Make sure you check out bcegg.com and click on the Eggs 101 and you'll see my video on how to completely and perfectly hard boil eggs, and I'm going to be following that same procedure. So I'm just going to skip that part and make sure you check out that video so you know how to hard boil an egg, and then we'll meet you back here with my finished eggs and we'll see if this really makes a difference or not. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. So over on this side here, these are the ones that are right at the best before date. So the date on the carton is March 4 today. This one is no baking soda. This one is with baking soda. Over on this side, I have eggs that are 30 days away from the best before date. So I just bought these, okay? And this bowl here is boiled with no baking soda, and this one here is with baking soda. But let's see how these play out in cracking. And speaking of cracking, I actually have another video at bcegg.com at that Eggs 101 that gives you a whole bunch of tricks on how to crack eggs more easily. I'm not gonna do most of those tricks today. I'm just going to crack it on the counter and peel it so we get a first-hand look at if that baking soda really makes a difference or not. Let's get started. So we'll start with this one first, the no baking soda at the best before date. Crack it a little bit. I crack it at the bottom because that's usually where the air pocket is. And let's just see how easily this peels. So this is no baking soda. And it peels fairly easily. There's no big chunks of cooked egg white sticking to the shell. I didn't crack it all over, but I just really wanted to see if we have some of the egg white sticking to the shell. So I just cracked it a little bit first before starting to peel. And it looks like I'm able to peel the whole egg. Look at that. No big chunks came off. It was very easy to peel, and that's with no baking soda at the best before date. So now we're gonna do the ones with the baking soda right at the best before date. Again, just cracking just a little bit at the bottom. Maybe if the baking soda makes any difference at all, very, very little. Moderate for that one. Okay, let's try this one next. So this is the one, no baking soda, 30 days away from the best before date. So again, these are newer eggs, right? So they shouldn't peel as easily as the older eggs, as we mentioned before. But let's just have a look here. This is no baking soda. And again, just doing all the same, just cracking a little bit at the bottom. And actually, it peels pretty good for being fairly new. Again, there's no chunks off there, no chunks of white. Really good. Let's try the next one. So these ones here are with the baking soda with fairly new eggs, 30 days away from the best before date. We'll see if that baking soda really makes a difference in peeling these newer eggs, okay? All right, I don't know, everything seems to be about the same. Yeah, no real difference in, loosening of that membrane or anything from the baking soda. Again, no big chunks of white came off. It's perfectly fine. Well, we busted that myth. Busting makes me feel good. And as far as I'm concerned, ditch the baking soda. Very little difference, if any at all. Why take the extra step? But most importantly, always remember that every single large BC egg has 14 key nutrients, all 9 essential amino acids, 6 grams of the highest quality protein you can get, and 1 large egg, it's only 80 calories. Don't forget to check out bcegg.com for a bunch of other great tips, tricks, and recipes. And this is Chef Dez signing out. Where are you getting your protein from?